you guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Meek with Denise. If you've been here before, welcome back. And if you're new, thank you for coming to my channel. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And I wanted to make this video before the year ends. We're getting ready to go into 2022. So we're getting ready to say farewell to 2021. And I wanted to talk about some of the things that I wish I learned in my 20s or that I wish I knew in my early 20s since I turned 30 in the year of 2021. So goodbye to my 20s. Hello to my 30s. And I wanted to make this video to hopefully inspire some people that are younger than I am that are going to be watching this video, to give them a little bit of advice, some advice that I wish I knew. In your 20s, I wouldn't spend so much time focusing on what you're going to be in life, like your career wise. I would say get out and explore life, travel as much as you can. That's one thing that I wish I would have did in my 20s. I wish I would have traveled. I spent my whole 20s working. And when I tell you I was working, I mean I was working. I was doing 16-hour shifts, working 7 days a week some days. And I really regret that now that I think about it, because I could have been using that time to travel. I feel like traveling really prepares you for the world. It gives you a chance to explore different aspects of your life that you didn't even think you might be interested in. It gives you a chance to see how you will act in different situations. It gives you a chance to try different food. It gives you a chance to meet different people. It gives you a chance to just try different things and step out of your comfort zone. So the first tip that I would give off would be to travel as much as you can. Second tip that I would give off would be to save. Save as much money as you can. Nobody really talks about saving money and how to prepare yourself for a rainy day and having an emergency fund. Something my grandpa always used to instill in me at an early age when I first started my job was to always pay yourself first and then you pay everybody else, which makes sense. I mean, why pay everybody else and not pay yourself? I mean, you're the one who's doing all the work when it's all said and done. So make sure you pay yourself first. Save some money for an emergency or for a rainy day. You never know what's going to happen. Another tip that I would give off would be mindful of the people that you have around you. Not all company is good company. Some people carry bad auras and bad spirits around. So you want to be cautious about the people that you have around you. I honestly believe that statement that they say you are the company that you keep. I feel like ever since I've made some changes in my circle, my life has been completely different. I feel like I'm flourishing more. I'm stepping out of my comfort zone more. I'm getting a chance to know myself more, who I am as a person. Not saying that I was a follower or anything like that, because I never was a follower. I've always had my own mind. I've always been able to make my own decisions and to just be the person that God created me to be. So I'm not saying that I was a follower, but it gave me a chance to spend a lot more time alone. Now that I'm in my 30s, I really don't hang out with too many people at all. I actually don't hang out with anybody, to be honest with you. Unless I'm spending time with my siblings or my nieces and nephews, then I'll hang out with them. But for the most part, I'm usually solo dolo. I like being alone. It's less drama for me. But I am looking to meet some girlfriends, some girls that are boss babes, girls that are wanting to travel, girls that are wanting to network, because it's always nice to have somebody that shares the same interests as you. So I'm not saying I'm opposed to meeting new people. I'm just saying I haven't met anybody that's on the same level that I'm on. So I don't really want to just be hanging out with anybody. I'd rather hang out by myself. Don't spend so much time focusing on relationships and being in a relationship at all. I feel like you should spend your 20s, like I said, traveling, saving money, networking, just getting to know who you are as a person and figuring out what you want out of life. By all means, if you meet somebody that you're rocking with that is on the same page that you're on, be with that person. Try to make it work. See where it's going to go. But I would just say, do not waste your whole 20s on somebody if they're making you feel like you're not good enough, like you're not worthy, or they're just not meeting your needs at all. If they make you feel like you have to question yourself, or they make you feel like you're constantly having to wonder where you stand at in life, maybe that person ain't for you. And it's time for you to focus on yourself. And that's something that I had to learn the hard way. In my 20s, I was a people pleaser. And I'm not just talking about in relationships. I have a good heart naturally. So I'm always trying to make people feel accepted. I'm always trying to make people feel comfortable. And in the long run, it bit me in the butt. Know your limits, because users, they don't have no limits. They will use you until you are dry, suck you until you are dry. And I'm not talking about money wise, I'm talking about your energy. Like, people will really come around you and try to suck your energy away because they love your aura. They love everything about you. They love the vibe that you give off. And they don't want you to be that person no more. They don't want you to be happy. They don't want you to have this good vibe. They don't want you to have this good aura. So they'll come around you and they'll try to deplete you. They'll try to make you feel bad about yourself. They'll try to make you feel like you're not good enough, like you're not worthy. And then they'll go off to the next person. And that happens in relationships. It happens in friendships. Hey, it even happens in families. There's family members that will do the same thing to you. So like I said, know your worth and know your limits. Because if you don't know your worth and know your limits, users don't either, and they will take advantage of you and they will suck you dry. Step out of your comfort zone. Don't be afraid to try new things. Don't care what other people think. These people are not paying your bills. These people are not going to be with you if you're having a bad day. When you're at home at night crying, you're home alone. These people are not going to be there for you. So learn to stop caring about what other people think and just focus on what makes you happy. Focus on what makes you feel good. And just focus on yourself for the most part. That's what I would say. Use your 20s to focus on yourself. Because you learn so much in your 20s. I know I did. I went through so many life-changing situations, from relationships to friendships to jobs. I tried a lot of different jobs. I worked as a dental assistant. I worked at a factory. I worked in healthcare, which I still work in right now. I'm trying to get out of healthcare. I've been in healthcare for 11 years. But that's another video. That's a whole nother story. So I tried a little bit of everything as far as career wise. There's some jobs that I haven't listed. I worked as a daycare teacher. I did a little bit of everything, to be honest, except for be a plumber, janitor, that type of stuff. Oh, another tip: exercise. I cannot stress that enough. Exercising is so important. I wish I would have been consistent in my 20s with exercising. I was one of those people that would start exercising and then I'll stop, and then I'll start and then I'll stop. I was very inconsistent, but now I'm very consistent with working out. I take it very serious. It's part of my life. It's part of who I am. It just makes me feel good about myself. If I'm having a bad day, if I'm feeling down, if I'm feeling depressed, if I go to the gym, I'll leave the gym, I promise you, and I'm feeling like a brand new person. I'm feeling like a bad chick. Like, nothing can stop me. Like, I'm at the top of the world. That's how I feel when I leave the gym. And a lot of people go to the gym for physical purposes. I go to the gym. I started going to the gym for mental purposes because I was just going through a lot. I was really down. I was really sad. I was depressed. My grandpa had died in 2020, at the end of 2020. So in November of 2020 is when my grandfather passed away, who was more like a father to me. So I was really sad, I was really depressed, and I was really down. But for the most part, I just was feeling lost. I didn't really know how to move forward or where to begin, because my grandpa has always been in my life. He's been in my life ever since the day I was born. I can't never think of a time that he hasn't been in my life. So that was a rough year for me. I had my highs and I had my lows, but I found a way towards the end of the year, towards the middle of the year. I started eating better. I changed my eating habits, and I got to work on that again, because lately I've been working like crazy. So I've been kind of eating unhealthy, and I'm starting to gain some of my weight back, but it's okay. Things happen, life happens. I'm not perfect. I never portrayed to be perfect. So I'm going to go ahead and get back to eating healthy. I'm still going to the gym consistently, but all the hard work that I put in the gym, it ain't really going to do me no good if I'm eating like trash when I leave the gym. So I'm getting ready to get back into my routine to where I'm eating healthy and just, trying to build myself back up and make myself be as strong as I was supposed to be before my grandpa passed away, because he wouldn't want me sad. He wouldn't want me down. And he would just want me to continue with my life and keep on pushing and inspiring other people, because that's what my grandpa was all about. Always about inspiring people, motivating people. So that's what I feel like I was put on this earth to do, to inspire people and to motivate people. I just want to see people be the best person that they can be, the best version of themselves. That's what I'm all about. I want to see everybody win. There's an abundance for all of us to win. So I would say, just Focus on yourself, travel, save money, work out. It'll make you feel good. Know your limits, know your worth, eat good, take good care of yourself. Because if you take good care of yourself now, you won't be paying for it in the end. So make sure you take good care of yourself. Oh, yeah. Learn a new skill, too. That's some other advice I would give you. Learn a new skill, a high-paying skill. If you're currently working a job or you don't really know what you want to do, but you have an idea of something that you want to do, I would say learn a new skill that's going to make you money. You could use that as a side hustle. And then eventually that skill could eventually take over your full-time job to where you can be working for yourself full-time. Do not, I repeat, sleep on a side hustle. Because side hustles are coming in and they're taking over. They're really changing people's lives every day. I see it. I see a lot of people that I know that are starting side hustles, and those side hustles are taking them from a full-time employee to a full-time entrepreneur. And that's my goal. My goal is to become a full-time entrepreneur. I'm slowly taking those steps in the necessary routes that I need to do so that I can become an entrepreneur. That's why I'm making my YouTube videos. But YouTube is just a part of it. It's not my full plan. But I hope this video inspired you guys. I hope you learned something from it. Hopefully you got to know a little bit more about me. And I hope you guys are ready for 2022. It'll be here before you know it. Christmas is next week. If you haven't did it yet, write some goals down. Come up with a solid plan. And if you can, get a buddy that's going to hold you accountable so that you're going to accomplish your goals. I feel like it's always nice to have somebody to hold you accountable. Because we all fall short. We're all human. We have our days. Some days we're not as motivated, and some days we really are, and we're able to motivate ourselves. But on the days that you're not able to motivate yourself, it's nice to have a buddy to hold you accountable. So find you a buddy that's going to hold you accountable, and you'll be gravy. Thank you for watching my video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Have a blessed night. Bye, guys.